More than half her students come from single-parent homes, but Dr. Monroe accepts no excuses.
Hurry up, we have announcements already.
She tells her kids that they can't do anything about their home life, but school is a different matter. School is a place where they can change their lives.
And it's amazing when I talk to kids one-on-one and tell them, you are not responsible for your home life. You are not responsible because your parents don't love you. You're not responsible because your father disappeared. You're not responsible because your mother's on the street. You're not responsible for that. And it's almost as if they say, phew, I'm not, but you are responsible for getting here every day on time in your uniform and giving us those things that will allow us to work you into your bright future. You are responsible for that.
You really believe it doesn't make any difference who their parents are?
I don't think it makes the difference that people want it to make. I have done this work long enough to see children who come from backgrounds that are so shattered that I can't believe why the kid is still sane, who cross the threshold every morning and ace anything we put in front of them. I'm really tired of people using those descriptives as excuses as to why they don't challenge the children, why they don't ask for better behavior, why they're not more demanding.
Yo no sé.
I don't know.
Por favor.
Please.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Mucho gusto.
Discipline the most important thing?
Nope. It's parallel to academic rigor. But you cannot teach in chaos. You cannot. You could be Moses, Buddha, Christ. You cannot teach if when you say, I'd like your attention, and you don't get it. There has to be respect for that adult in the room, and then things can happen.
I would say the answer is number 2. The water causes cooler summers and warmer winters.
Answer is number 2. Why?
School, she says, is the only predictable element in most children's lives, and that they need to know that there are places and times when they have to be quiet and not fool around, and that there are lines over which they cannot step without facing consequences. And if we don't have that in school, she says, and children go home to craziness, then we're programming them for insanity.
When you walk around the building, you see how kids respond to that kind of attention. They hunger for this kind of atmosphere.
They want structure.
They want structure. I could not run a place as well as this place is run if children didn't want to really have structure and predictability. Come over here, please.
She tells teachers that they have to try and reach every student, not just the smart ones, because you can't predict which ones will respond. She tells a story about a terror from Philadelphia who transferred into her English class.
And I'm writing on the board 2 weeks from now, book report, do first choice is your choice, and be prepared to write about it in class. And the class is bent over writing it, and the new boy from Philadelphia said, I ain't doing that. Well, the rest of the class went like, so I said, come up here. So he came up because he thought this was going to be the big moment, his big moment, like he was going to show the kids from New York how bad out of Philly he was. So I said, I want you to take this note to your counselor. Dear counselor, this is to introduce so-and-so. He doesn't want to do my... And I said it out loud. Put him in a class to do somebody else's... The kid said, please, please, please. So I didn't look up. I said, if you can be back in your seat by the time I look up, I will forget this incident.
A few years ago, she ran into that student on the streets of New York.
Monroe? I said, what are you doing now? He said, I've got my master's in social work, and I'm working with at-risk children now, trying to... So you don't know.